Addiction template, recoding Astral. A good definition of addiction is short-term cravings that offer pleasure and relief that causes harm in the long term in order to gain emotional relief in the now moment. Addiction is manifested in any behavior where we find temporary pleasure and relief through cravings and we continue despite the negative consequences. Addiction is a program that anchors us into trauma structures like cement. Trauma is the fuel that feeds our addictions that keep us stuck perpetuating the same negative behaviors and consequences over and over. We are tethered energetically to our trauma and the stigma behind addiction itself. Additionally, other negative programs such as guilt, fear, and shame cause us additional unconscious reactions that relate to various other areas within our lives. Trauma energy is stored in the body and over time will create imbalances that lead us straight into mental illness and disease structures. Until one chooses to heal and release the energy behind their trauma, addiction will always be present in one form or another. Healing addiction is a formula, and it requires that we first take accountability for our behaviors through honest evaluation. This helps us expand into higher awarenesses, placing us in the position to identify the cycles and patterns that lead us to certain behaviors. Decoding our behaviors leads us to identifying our unconscious feelings and emotions that were previously unavailable to our conscious mind to identify. Through the process of honesty and self-accountability, we are given the opportunity to go deeper into our feelings and emotions to guide us to understanding the source of our pain. As we identify our unconscious thoughts, we begin to understand how and why our addictions were created and developed over time. This creates the space for self-acceptance and self-compassion to emerge, giving us the ability to forgive ourselves and others. Forgiveness is an access point for creating brain and heart coherence, in which case we are ready to begin healing and releasing addiction patterns. However, the formula for long-term success is achieved through honest evaluation, self-accountability, self-acceptance, self-compassion, and forgiveness. Otherwise, it is impossible to build a stable foundation to release addiction.